Hey guys, what is up? It is Snitchery. How you doing? It's 2 a.m. right now, and last time I was in this spot, it was also the middle of the night, and it was probably the most serious video I've ever filmed on this channel about me being accused of blackfishing. Hopefully today's is not as serious, but it is a rant. Unsurprisingly, and in the YouTuber cliche, I was not planning on filming today, but after I uploaded my nose contour video, if you haven't watched it, I uploaded it probably yesterday. I'll probably upload this I guess today, since it is 2 a.m. That video really got me thinking about a lot of things in the beauty industry, and something that is a constant annoyance for me just weaseled its way back into my mind. I ranted about it a little bit on Twitter. If you don't follow me, it's at @babysnitchery. My Instagram is @snitchery, shameless plug. That's where I am all the time, especially on Twitter. But there's this aspect of the beauty community that drives me fucking nuts and has for months now. Years, maybe even, so I wanted to talk about it today. First things first, I'm not calling out any individual creators. I don't have anyone in mind, like any creator. While I'm talking about this, you guys will see why in a sec. I'm not talking about one person's face, one person's makeup style, even a group's faces or makeup styles, okay? This is just a general statement about something in the community that I really think has to change. So don't y'all be going down in the comments saying she's talking about blah blah blah, she's talking about blah blah blah, XYZ creator needs to see this. Like, no, okay? I'm over here in my little anime corner. I am doing my makeup tutorials without any drama, without any controversy. Let's keep it that way, fam, okay? Number two, I always feel weird saying this in my rant videos, but if you've never seen my face before and you're ever interested in seeing my face again, feel free to subscribe down below. Sometimes we do catfish makeup tutorials, and sometimes we do this shit where I just want to talk to you guys, or talk to the camera, as it were, and have a conversation. So if anything I say in this video sparks a little thought for you, then leave me a comment down below. We'll talk about it. I try to answer as many comments as I can, and in the first couple hours I answer all of them. Also, if you like these sort of more spontaneous videos, hit me with a like. It helps me so much in the YouTube algorithm. You guys have no idea. I also forgot to say the biggest thank you to my existing subscribers because I'm a big butthead. So I love you guys. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I love you. I'll be honest and say I don't really know where to start with this. First, we're kind of in a golden age of the beauty community right now, right? Like in a golden age of makeup. I don't think makeup as an industry or as a community has ever been as mainstream, as widely visible, as profitable, oh my god, or so large. There are more accessible examples of makeup on the internet than ever before. There are more people talking about makeup than ever before. There are more beauty brands than ever before. There are more celebrities involved in makeup than ever before in a various number of ways. It's not only extremely profitable, but it's also sort of the trendy industry right now, and it tends to go hand in hand with influencer marketing, along with things like fitness, modeling, comedy. It's kind of one of those pillars of social media, right, that keeps it going. I've been doing this full time now for about 2 years, but I've been creating content on the internet for about 4. And even in that amount of time, I've seen such a massive shift in the way that the beauty community functions. It's really weird. So you'd think that there would be the most variation in what you see online because there's so many more people posting their makeup looks. And in some respects that's true, just based sheerly on numbers. Of course, there are going to be more different makeup styles because there are so many more people sharing those makeup styles. But what I've also found is that as beauty has become more of a commodified industry. I shouldn't say industry, industries are always commodified, but a commodified community, it's actually kind of become the opposite. I think nowadays more than ever, there's one makeup style that's considered acceptable, and it's that IG baddie makeup style. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's
the baking, the harsh contour, plump overdrawn lips, perfect concealered Instagram brows, falsies with every single look.
Regardless of whether it looks good or not, it's about being really overly highlighted at all times. And as I'm pointing all this out, you are probably like, wait a minute, Snitch, that's exactly what you look like. And I know, it's weird because it's a problem that I'm actively perpetuating. And I think a big part of the reason that I choose to wear this style of makeup is because the popular makeup style right now draws inspiration from a lot of places. It's a lot of theatrical makeup techniques, it's a lot of drag makeup techniques, some K-beauty techniques have sort of snuck their way in there, though a little less so. But the look as a whole was created by Instagram influencers, basically, and has now become the norm for everybody, regardless of your face shape, regardless of your complexion, regardless of your facial features, regardless of your personal style. If you're in any capacity trying to become a makeup content creator, doing this full time, doing this as a job, it's kind of the style you basically have to adhere to if you want to grow, if you want to be seen, if you want to be visible, if you want to be accepted by brands and reposted. It is that like sort of face-tuned IG baddie look. There are no pores, there's no acne, super like inhumanly snatched, and on a lot of faces that looks really good. I like a lot of the techniques on my own face. But the reason I like it on my own face is because I do have that sort of IG face. And I've been very vocal about the fact that I've had face filler before, and a lot of my face filler, I've had it in my cheek, in my jaw, and in my chin. If you didn't know, shocker, shocker, I've never had lip filler. But though I've always gone very subtle with the amount of filler I get, I have, albeit temporarily, changed the features of my face and changed the construction of my face. As I got all those fillers, those IG baddie makeup techniques started really, really working for my skin. Like, for example, I could never contour my face like a lot of the women on Instagram did. And then when I started getting these fillers, I was like, oh, I see exactly what they're talking about. Like, all of a sudden, this contour works. Same thing with my chin. I'm sure you guys have seen this highlighting pattern that a lot of the IG girls do. And again, I want to reiterate that I'm including myself in this, right? Like, I'm not outside of this issue, this problem, this community, any of that. But that highlighting pattern of concealer here, up here, and then on the chin. For the longest time, I was always like, why do these girls put concealer on their chin? It always looked so bad on me. And then I got chin filler, and all of a sudden it made a lot of sense on my face shape. Filler is really, really popular right now. I actually think it's pretty dangerous how popular it's become, and I talked about that in my video talking about plastic surgery, if you want to check that out on my channel. But filler in my industry, and this will probably come as no surprise to you guys, definitely not everybody. I am very inclined to believe that if somebody says they haven't had work done, then they haven't. But a lot of girls do get the lips, the cheekbones, the chin, all that. You guys know what I'm talking about. It might be a little less obvious on me that I've gotten filler in similar places because I am biracial, so, you know, my nose is going to be different, my skin tone is different, my lips are different, and I generally have sort of a longer face than a lot of the IG girls have, and that's honestly just like my black features shining through, baby. But because a lot of the high profile people in this industry have a lot of very similar filler and a lot of very similar faces, you really only get one style of makeup. Now all of a sudden the baking, the heavy contour, all of that looks much better on me than it used to. The problem with that is when people are coming up in the industry, they're getting this filler, and then when they get that filler, they have a more acceptable face in the industry. So all of a sudden now they're popular, and they've become one of those people who has the exact same face, and they do makeup the exact same way. It just cycles and cycles, and people get frustrated because you're trying to watch these tutorials, and the problem with everybody doing makeup the exact same way is that things that started off as techniques tailored to one particular circumstance become rules. So something like baking, where that's for a performance. You're supposed to be under a ring light or theater lights, stage lights. It's not for, you know, everyday wear, or at least it wasn't intended for that. Now though, we've reached a point where baking has become the norm. Like, I've done beauty tutorials on my channel and people have asked why I'm not baking. And it's like, because I'm going to the grocery store. Like, you don't need all that. And again, oh my God, I'm gonna say this a million times because I know somebody's not gonna be listening. This is no shade. If your favorite beauty creator bakes every day, more power to them. It probably looks amazing on them because maybe they have that same face filler, they get a lot of facials, they just have amazing technique, it's just their preference. Listen, I'm never gonna be that type of person who is like, XYZ is not flattering. I don't give a shit if something is flattering. You should wear whatever you want to make you feel like you look the best. So if you're sitting there and you're like, wait, baking makes me look really good, are you telling me that it's bad? No, I'm literally not. I'm telling you to trust your instinct on what looks good rather than forcing yourself to fight against what looks good instinctually to match what you're seeing on YouTube and Instagram. There's also the fact that no matter what a creator does to get the most HD camera, to sit in natural lighting, to put no filters on the video, I mean, whatever they do, you're always gonna be looking at somebody doing a makeup tutorial through a screen, through a lens, usually not life size. You can't see a lot of texture. Even if somebody's not trying to hide the texture on their skin, oftentimes you can't see it through like that lens to screen interaction. So whether it's an on-purpose smoothing filter or literally you are uploading the footage straight from your camera unedited and uploading it to YouTube, it's always gonna look a little different, and oftentimes it's gonna look a little better. I remember going to breakfast with the team of a very A-list beauty brand, right? I'm not gonna say who it is. It's a household name beauty brand. And when I got there, I remember one of the girls was like, oh my God, your skin is face-tuned in person. And I remember being like, oh shit, I'm killing it, I'm impressing. You know, well, you don't know, but I know. But I think what she really meant by that is that my skin looked like skin, as weird as that sounds. I gave up on liquid foundation years ago. Sometimes I still wear it for the sake of tutorials because I know that's what most people use, so I want you guys to be able to build off like your own base. There's this weird idea now where for your makeup to look good, your makeup has to look flawless because that's what you see on Instagram. Your makeup has to look completely pristine, flaw-free. And that generally means full coverage foundation, right? Because nobody's face or their skin is completely flawless. It just doesn't happen. And even if you conceal, you're still gonna have, I mean, skin is different colors, right? You're gonna have different colors on your face. You're gonna have a little discoloration. Everybody does. So if you're just sitting there and you're following tutorials and you're trying to get that Instagram look, you have to use a full coverage foundation because nobody on Instagram has pores. I did that for a long time where I was trying to look like these creators that I really, really liked. And I was like, oh my God, they have no blemishes. Their skin is the same exact shade along their entire face. Let me get the most high impact, full coverage foundation I could find. And at that point, it was the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, which is just... But I would use that foundation religiously as well as a ton of concealer on my face. And I thought it made me look so good because when I would take pictures on my iPhone in front of a ring light, oh my God, bitch, I looked flawless. But the minute I stepped into natural light or fluorescent or indoor lighting or anything that wasn't studio lighting, I would look completely caked on. That style looks amazing in certain contexts. It will look amazing at a drag show because you're well lit. It will look amazing in front of studio lights, which I don't have, I have one ring light. But a lot of these makeup artists are sitting in front of full studio setups and it looks amazing there because of course it does. Because when you bake your under eye to be one shade of banana powder, the light's gonna bounce off it beautifully. And then you're gonna step into your bathroom with normal lighting and you're gonna be creasing and just like caked on and so much texture. It just doesn't look good. If you're right now, you're 14, you're trying to learn makeup, you are being inducted into the makeup community through this style. And that's definitely not to say that if you don't have face filler, you shouldn't bake, you shouldn't use heavy contour. Of course not. People are using filler and baking to mimic features that other people already have. There are lots of people who are just born with a face made for baking, girl, or a face made for contour. If you're one of those people, great, keep doing what you're doing. But that's not everybody. And I think a lot of people get frustrated because they're trying to follow these tutorials and they're doing it to a T and then they get to the end and they're like, this looks like shit. It's because you're not being presented with alternatives or different makeup styles. Not everybody needs the same brows, right? Not everybody has the same face shape, so why are we all trying to contour our faces exactly the same? We just have this rush of so many people that look exactly the same with the exact same makeup that it feels like the only way to be. The beauty standard has been somehow even more narrowed down as far as makeup is concerned. Now the beauty standard is about this big, and this sliver is like Kylie Jenner. I don't really think I'm the person to do this because I'm not a professionally trained makeup artist and it's just gonna be me doing like research on my own and doing the best I can. But I definitely want to present some options for you guys. So basically what that means for me, I think, and this is obviously gonna be, you know, refined down to a better idea and a little bit more focused, film videos doing my makeup in vastly different ways. I mean, you can go from time period to time period. Every decade has very, very different styles. You can also go country to country and they all have very different styles and techniques. Other corners of the internet have very different styles and techniques. I feel like, unfortunately for the mainstream, makeup doesn't exist right now outside of Instagram and YouTube. It's not really the fault of the influencers because they and I am, you know, just trying to like live our lives and, you know, get paid. And it's certainly not the fault of people trying to learn makeup. There's no direction on where to look for alternative makeup styles. I want to at least be a tiny, tiny resource in a sea of people who are far, far more talented than I am. So in the next few weeks on my channel, I definitely want to get a series started where I will do my best to show you guys just a couple of the thousands and thousands and thousands of makeup styles that exist out there. Because the fact of the matter is, one makeup style, the IG baddie style, might be the best look for some people. Statistically, it cannot be the best look for everyone. And I bet a lot of you guys are feeling what I was talking about, where you're frustrated with how portions of that style and that look just don't work for you. There are thousands of other options and I want to present just a couple of those to you guys. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Like I said, it's gonna involve a lot more planning than that and a lot more research, but I kind of think that's my idea. But for now, there are quite a few high profile creators who go past that style. This is certainly not all of them. A couple of people I can think of are Sam or Sam, Raw Beauty Christie, Alyssa Ashley, Wayne Goss is a great resource. He's like very technically talented in makeup. So there are places and people you can look towards for that kind of thing already, but I definitely want to stick my little hand in and, you know, do what I can. If you want to see me try my hand at that as well. So that's what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm announcing it right now. You guys hold me to it, please, because I'm really jazzed on the idea today. I might wake up tomorrow and just be like not into it. So if that's something you wanna see, let me know down in the comments. We all know the Instagram shit by now. We all know those techniques, but we don't all have the face that those techniques will look good on. And I'm really excited because while some of the Instagram techniques I really do like, and I imagine they'll stick around, there's a lot in my makeup routine that I am not a fan of, and I'm really excited to branch out and try something new. You guys have probably seen in my videos, I look very different from video to video because I'm always trying out new shit, and I'm excited to like pare that down and share with you guys. Learn some new things. Let's do our makeup like a 1940s starlet one day and Devin Aoki in Fast and Furious the next, because for a couple of you out there, either one of them is gonna be perfect for you. Okay, I've rambled long enough. This is like the longest, shortest, I actually don't know how long I've been talking. Maybe not that long, but that's all I have to say. So that's it. As always, if you made it to the end of this video, stick a plant emoji down in the comments. A plant. I did not enunciate that well. A plant. Any plant you'd like. Should have uploaded this before Christmas because then it could be a Christmas tree. Anyway, thank you for being my friend today and always, and thank you for listening to me just talk. I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye guys.